Welcome to Rematch Revenge Saturday. It's game time on YurView, the fourth game of the week from Chapman Stadium on the campus of the University of Tulsa. It's a 6A1 semifinal showdown between Broken Arrow and Union. Hi everybody, I'm Mike Ziegenhorn. Down on the field with Rod Thompson. It's a little chilly and windy, but this is a rematch of week 0.
Yeah, you talk about two very good teams, and Coach will tell you that first game didn't mean really much. This game means a lot. The winner going to the championship. Both coaches talk about things they can improve on. I think we have an outstanding matchup. Check the elements. Temperature has dropped, the wind is up. Going to be an interesting game.
Yeah, very windy. Throwing will be at a premium, so that means ground attack, and our Mazzio's MVP highlights the running back, Noah Cortez from VA, leading rusher in 6A, Darius Boone Union. He's been carrying the rock for them the last 6 weeks.
Yeah, and you talk about Cortez, over 1,500 yards on the season. Last week, 41 rushes, 302 yards, 2 touchdowns. He is the heart and soul of this team. Coach Alexander said he is that leader. They have to establish him early. He wants this game more than anybody. Then on the other side, you have to talk about this guy, Mr. Darius Boone, 37 rushes, 326 yards, 3 touchdowns last week in the quarterfinal matchup. Coach says he has gotten stronger and stronger with Kevion Cooper being out. He has to establish that running game early, Zig. We have to look at the offensive line of both teams and see what they can get done for these two outstanding running backs.
We will select a Mazzio's MVP at the end of the game based on the best performance. Text MVP to 664-444. You will get a large one-topping pizza coupon for just $5. We're inching closer to kickoff. Keys of the game coming up next. It's game time on YurView, the fourth game of the week.
Ooh, knocked it out like we've done it before.
Because practice pays off. Because it's better to give than to receive. Because there's no place like home. MidFirst Bank will always be true to your money, with innovative services that let you focus on what's most important. MidFirst Bank, true to your money.
Improving the lives of Oklahomans is the proud heritage of Oklahoma Farm Bureau. Today, whether you live on the farm, small town, or big city, Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance is here to protect you when life happens, when you need us most. Everyone claims to be local. Only Oklahoma Farm Bureau has locations in every county across our state. Contact an agent today. We're ready to help save you money and give you real peace of mind. We're the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better.
High School Game of the Week is brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers, the best in Oklahoma. MidFirst Bank, true to your money. The Oklahoma Farm Bureau, the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better. Mill Creek Carpet and Tile. Mazzio's. And by Weoki Credit Union.
YurView, it's the fourth game of the week, the 6A1 semifinal, the first of a doubleheader today at Chapman Stadium here on the campus of the University of Tulsa. Mike Ziegenhorn and Rod Thompson, and we will let the anthem finish out and then get to our keys to the game. All right, Rod, keys to the game in this showdown between these two crosstown rivals.
Well, should be very good in this matchup. And you talk about for Broken Arrow, they want to limit the big plays. Union has big play guys that can get it done on the offensive side of the ball. Of course, they want to establish that running game with Cortez in that backfield. That's really their bread and butter, kind of go at you. And special teams. He feel like that they lost the special team battle in that week 0 matchup. They have to improve on that. And for Coach Frederick and Union, they want to limit the big plays of Broken Arrow. Of course, establish the running game, and special teams. I think those guys got together and just said the exact same thing, but we know those are keys to winning big games like this. And also the weather plays a big factor, so we'll talk about that a little bit more, but those are the keys to the game for this matchup.
You're watching the fourth game of the week. Stay tuned for more. The kickoff coming up next. Game time on YurView.
We will not shrug our shoulders and accept the status quo. My Energy is determined to improve their future. Our vision for the world comes back to education. So My Energy empowers teachers, invests in science, technology, engineering, mathematics. My Energy moves Oklahoma forward by giving him, her, those guys, and of course always them, the ultimate advantage. See how at energyhq.com.
Let's get the big guy in place.
The Ford year-end sales event is here.
I can guide you in.
No thanks, Santa. I got this.
It looks a little tight.
Perfect fit. Santa needs an F-150.
That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get exclusive holiday offers across a full lineup of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. Now current Ford owners get 0% financing for 72 months, plus up to $2,000 cash back on a new 2017 F-150 during the Ford year-end event. Only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Welcome back to Chapman Stadium on the campus of the University of Tulsa. It's the Ford Game of the Week. Game time on YurView. Mike Ziegenhorn, Rod Thompson, and the rest of our crew. They are out at midfield with the coin toss. Looks like Union won the toss, and they have elected, Rod, to take the football. Interesting move. Something we talked about in the pregame with the wind blowing out of the north so much, 15 to 20 miles an hour. Do you take the ball or do you take the wind?
And they took the ball, but I think this is something that both coaches talked about also, the weather and the elements out here. I mean, the wind really picked up. I mean, earlier this morning it felt like it was 70 degrees, and now it's very cold out there. The wind is blowing extremely hard, and you got a little drizzle. So if you look at the elements, they line up to favor Broken Arrow in the way Broken Arrow plays. Let's see if Union can make adjustments, but it's football weather. Hey, hot chocolate weather also, Zig.
Big time.
Big time hot chocolate weather for this matchup.
There you see the flag here at H.A. Chapman Stadium, and it is now in the mid-50s, and it's supposed to drop down close to 50 by the time this game is over with, and then get colder as the day goes on. Broken Arrow is in white. You see it's 54. The wind is blowing at 20 miles an hour north-northwest, and we were watching the kickers before the game as they were warming up. You get somebody pinned deep on the first series as the Tigers come rolling out. They could be in trouble because they were only punting the ball about 15 yards into that wind.
Well, and I think you're right, and that's the one thing both coaches talked about and why they stress special team. Field position is going to be so important in this game. We talked about the matchup in week 0 that these teams played. Not much at stake, just trying to field, but when you look at both teams, they know how important this game is. And a little bit about Broken Arrow, you know, I was talking to Coach Alexander before the game and asked him about the first matchup and the second matchup, and he said, you know, we just feel like we're such a much better team than we were, you know, 2 new coordinators, new coaches on the staff, everybody getting adjusted. He loved their effort, but he feels like they're on the same page, and he said, hey, we have to get over this hump. We know coming in, you have to beat these guys if you're going to win a state championship. So let's see how it fares, how much they improved, and what improvements have made since this first matchup between these two teams.
They squared off in week 0. Union won that game 26-15. Noah Rauschenberg, the kicker, had 4 field goals in that matchup. And it was an 11 a.m. kickoff, just like this one. Kind of ironic how it comes together 11 weeks later.
And the thing about it, he had those field goals, and that was something Coach Fred talked about before the game. He wasn't pleased with how they played in the red zone. He said, we kicked 4 field goals. We didn't do a good job in the red zone. We have to do a much better job today.
You take a look at David Alexander, the former TU offensive lineman. 4th year at BA, 31-15. They were 6-5 a year ago, trying to help Broken Arrow win their first ever state title in school history. On the other sideline, Kirk Frederick, 11th year, 130-18 overall, 5 state championships. He's trying to go and get another one. Yeah, he was on the other side of the ball. He was a TU defensive lineman.
Yes.
So you got an O lineman and a D lineman as the head coach for both of these teams.
And he played a couple of games here at this facility.
And we are underway. That one deep into the end zone. Union will get it 1st and 10 at their own 20. Starting lineups brought to you by MidFirst Bank. True to your money. Left tackle Ricky Stromberg, Quentin Barnes, Tanner Fort, Alfonso Gallegos, Mario Rowland, Lawrence Harris. The receivers, Avery Alverson, A.K. Wilson, C.J. Moore, Darius Booth, the tailback, and Peyton Thompson Jr. at quarterback, averaging 42 points a game on the season. "6A1 showdown." 5 o'clock tonight, we'll have Jinx and Owasso. What a doubleheader for football fans on this side of the state. Thompson hands off to Boone. First play of the game, up the middle. He's got a first down and more up to the 35.
And we talked about how much stronger Boone has got. Big play by that young man.
Union quickly to the line of scrimmage. Kaiser Newell, Derek Shaw, D'Amico Rowland, Devin Clayton, Lafayette Wright, Austin Garrison, Zach Marcaselli, Jeffrey Wilton, Bryce Metodia lead that BA defense.
Big time tackle right there, number 52 for BA.
A short run of 2 brings up a 2nd and 8 for the Redskins. That BA front 4 has been pretty solid all season long. Thompson rolls out. He's got C.J. Moore. Going to be about a yard shy of the first down, and a big 3rd down already on this first series for the Redskins. They got to get to the 35.
Yeah, and that's a big play. And you talk about Moore, and watch this matchup. Here you see him rolling out to his left. Make that pass on the run, and coverage defense right there. Miles Slusher, watch him, young sophomore, outstanding player. He's going to have that assignment all day when you talk about Mr. Moore.
Draw to Boone. Big hole across midfield, and they're already into Broken Arrow territory.
Well, we talked about up front and how important it is when you talk about playing up front for this Union Redskin team. And, well, they're creating some holes right now for Boone. I think me and you could run through right now.
I might not get 8 yards. I might get 1 or 2, but yeah, you're right.
We both could fit, though.
Boone again. He crosses the 45 down to the 42. Boone's really carried the workload, Rod, since the Owasso game when Kevion Cooper, where they were rotating. A terrible incident to get into that game. He collapsed in the locker room, had to be rushed to the hospital for emergency surgery. He's great now, but he's not going to ever play football again. But Boone has been the workhorse for Union.
And he's gotten stronger and stronger each game. And, I mean, really established himself. There you see him just running through tacklers right now. No need to pass the football when you have the running game right now that you have with Boone. And up front, Union getting it done. Take another look. It's in the trenches. Great block, number 78 right there to create some space and allow Boone to pick up another first down.
On this first drive. Again, great blocking up front. Just looking for some space. Actually, he's lucky to get about 3 yards ahead of that.
Yeah, that's a nice tackle right there. Number 17 coming up making that play. Damian Everett. Say his name a lot.
And we've said it a lot in the games we've called this year. He's got 6 interceptions on the season, had 3 back midway through the season in a win against Westmore. Thompson again. C.J. Moore. Little out route and another first down for Union.
Yeah, and you have to give him so much cushion. When you talk about Moore, he cuts right back. And boy, this offensive Union very efficient right now, controlling the tempo of this game. And there you see Moore. They continue to move the chains.
Very solid first drive for this Union offense. Started at their own 20. Pass out to Wilson. He's taken down after about a gain of 3 or 4.
Gary Mossop right there on the play. Another experienced defensive back right there.
Little talking going on at the end of the play. Second and 7. There you see Wilson, what he's done this year. team's second, or he's the leading receiver yards-wise. And this time, nowhere for him to go. That play well read by the Broken Arrow defense.
Yeah, and that's a nice play right there for Broken Arrow. When you talk about number 9, Miles Slusher, we talked about him. He's going to be a big-time player for this team. Taking a look, fights off the blocker and comes up and makes the play. You see why everybody is raving about this young man at that position. Only a sophomore. We'll talk a little bit more about him throughout this game, I'm sure.
Plenty of time on the play clock. It's down to 10. Peyton Thompson, the junior. Backside Boone. Slusher reads that one, and another big play.
How about Miles Slusher? Hey, didn't think it would be that quick, but you talk about his progression and how he's gotten better. Now talking to Coach Alexander about him. Look at the play right here. Does a great job of closing in and making a big-time play. Very physical at that position. He loves to come up and make plays, get his teeth in there. And Coach Alexander talked about him, and he's always thinking about the next play. He said as a sophomore, he's good. He has a chance to be outstanding. And there you see the instincts that he has at that position and what he's been able to do and to come up with that big play on third down. Miles Slusher, one to talk about. Broken Arrow in good shape for years to come at that position.
Noah Rauschenberg from 42, and it's no good. Wide right. The wind playing a big factor in that one, Rod. We were watching him in pregame. He actually hit a couple of those beyond the 40-yard line into the wind, but you could just see what it's doing to it right there.
Wind playing Matumbo. That's not my house. I mean, the wind is definitely a factor in this game, and we talked about special teams, and we know games like this, Zig, we've done them a long time. Down the stretch, you look back and you say, hey, if I could have knocked down that field goal, or we could have got field position. That's why special teams is so important, and the elements play a factor in a game.
Broken Arrow quarterback Lafayette Wright hands it off to Noah Cortez, leading rusher in Class 6A, and he is bottled up at the line of scrimmage. Starting lineup brought to you by MidFirst Bank. True to your money. The line up front, Paxton Wilson, Thor Wilbanks, Kane Robinson, Trevor Burkhartsmeyer, Andrew Rhyme, Isaiah Jackson, Derek Shaw, Matt Kaiser, Cade Nagy, Noah Cortez, and Lafayette Wright. There's your offensive starters for Broken Arrow. Cortez again on second down, big hole off left tackle, and there he goes. Out to the 40, and he's finally forced out of bounds by the Redskins defense.
Boy, and you love the blocking up front and what you got downfield for Broken Arrow. We'll talk about that a little more.
Kenya Walker, Darius Murdoch, Jordan Kelly, and Elijah Tomlin lead the defense in front. Braden Spicer, the team's leading tackle. Daniel Raper, Cade Brown, Cameron Watts, JT McLeod, Landon Wood, and Patrick Fields. 2 OU commits with Fields and Kelly on the field right now for the Redskins.
And boy, do they play physical. Fields like a linebacker at that position. Good job defensively of dragging the play out.
Again, Cortez, who's carried on the first 3 plays, and there's Braden Spicer, number 28, in on the tackle.
You know, you talk about Cortez, and we say Spicer. Used to saying his name a lot. He's all over the field. There you see him, 112 tackles, 2 sacks. Talking about Cortez, Coach Alexander said the biggest heart on the team, plays extremely hard. Has always been the toughest player, but he said his skill and his vision has improved. And when you can add that, that's why you have the leading rusher in the state. And what he's able to do, always had the toughness, but continue to improve, and his skill set is showing that big third down right now for Broken Arrow.
Cortez on second down, picks up 6. And it'll be a 3rd and short. BA has the wind as they're going from north to south, and that wind continues to blow. You can hear it in the mic, and definitely with the flag blowing as we showed you in the open. And stuffed for a loss on 3rd down and short, and the defense for the Redskins comes up big, Rod.
Yeah, big time play right there for Union. They sniffed that one out. You take another look, gonna come to your right side, and great penetration that time by the Redskins and able to force a punt. Broken Arrow.
Elijah Tomlin leading the way, number 32 for Union. He was in the backfield. And now Broken Arrow will have to punt. Hayes' kick, a nice one with the wind, caught at about the 5-yard line by Landon Wood. Might have been better off letting that one go into the end zone. So what's it going to take for the Union Redskins to win this football game? Here's their head coach, Kirk Frederick.
They're still going to be the underdog, right? They've got, they're a good football team. They've got a lot of big-time talent. But this game is going to come down to, just like almost all of our games have this year, one fourth quarter possession is going to decide it, right? Somebody, either Broken Arrow or Union, is going to be behind by one score in the fourth quarter with the football. So it's the team that can make that play in that crunch time that's going to win the football game.
And that was obviously David Alexander of Broken Arrow. We'll hear from Coach Fred a little bit later as Union touches the ball for the second time. They've got 4 wide receivers. Fly sweep to Wilson. And he cuts it upfield. Maybe picks up 4 on first down.
Yeah, and that's a nice play right there by Broken Arrow. Wilson, I mean, outstanding speed, another Division I guy. Be able to keep him bottled up. We've seen him make plays for a long time. Gary Mossop, there you see him, 73 tackles.
Boone cuts back. And he's tackled just as he gets across the 20, and another big third down for Union against the wind here in this first quarter. It's been a quick moving first quarter, but when they keep the ball on the ground, that usually happens.
And you kind of figured that coming into this game, both teams wanted to establish the run.
Peyton Thompson, 67% of his passes completed on the year. Third down, hits C.J. Moore. Boy, they're going to see where they spot it right near the 25. And they do give him a first down. Slusher on the tackle run. He probably should have kept going forward, but got a break, didn't he?
Yeah, you're definitely right. There you go, Miles Slusher all over him right there, and got a generous spot. Move the chains.
Slusher has his hands full. He's manning up on Moore on 1st and 10 for Union. Thompson, nice pass, complete. Avery Alverson makes the catch for Union, and boy, he had plenty of time and just waited for him to get right by the defense.
Yeah, nice little fake right there to Moore. Good job of scrambling in the pocket and able to find him, and Slusher able to reach out and, boy, save the touchdown. Nice play call right there by the Redskins.
Big pickup on first down of 18 for Union. Again, the fly sweep to...
nowhere to go that time, and boy, very fortunate to come away with the football.
Well, Wilson had stopped, and he just got drilled from the backside. You look at it here, Rod.
Great pursuit right here, and watch him kind of pause and come to your screen right here. Boom! Takes the hit. Nice play that time, and good heads-up play by Wilson to come away with it.
Zach Marcaselli is the one who laid the lumber to him, and it was a loss of 4 on that first down. Marcaselli, the team's leading tackler at 91. Boone again, right side. Doesn't get away from the defense that time as Juan Menendez comes up.
That's a nice play by Menendez. If you can make that first tackle, and that's what Boone is so good at. He makes that first guy miss, and we saw that a couple of times in the earlier possession, but take another look. The first guy right there, he's able to hold on, and that's a big-time play right there by Menendez.
Another passing situation for Union, 3rd and long. On the day, Peyton Thompson for the Redskins. Has thrown for 39 yards. As Wilson wide open, plenty of space out in front of him, and he's got a first down, and wow, they just cleared everybody out.
Boy, and that's a big-time play right there. Nobody even in his area that time. Wilson able to move the chains. Take another look. Takes his time and find him. No one there. And boy, he's able to pick up a big first down for Union.
The linebackers and DBs had all cleared about 20 yards downfield, and I think he was expected to get popped when he caught it. A big first down for Union on 3rd and 14. And they're in BA territory again. Thompson throwing toward double coverage, and C.J. Moore, and well defended by the Broken Arrow defense.
And that was a good job downfield. Everett and Slusher. Take another look. Good protection up front. Union has done a good job so far in that area, and looking downfield, double coverage that time.
Well defensed. Everett. Slusher were deep for BA that time. Boone, big hole right side. He may score. Darius Boone, 37-yard touchdown run for the Redskins, and they get on the board first.
And you see Darius Boone, that offensive line, doing a great job blocking up front. And don't leave out number 88, Lawrence Harris. Look at that block and able to get there. And that's what Boone can do. You see the two defenders, they get a hand on him. He's able to run through the tacklers. He's gotten stronger and stronger as the season goes on. Darius Boone getting the Redskins on the board first.
Noah Rauschenberg on to try the extra point. And it's good. Union up 7-0. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week.
Because every great accomplishment takes courage. Because one person can't do it all. Because dreams are worth chasing. MidFirst Bank will always be true to your money. With proven services that support all of your endeavors. MidFirst Bank, true to your money.
The Ford year-end sales event is here.
We're gonna find a spot.
We'll find a spot.
Really good. Yeah, you did. They're behind me. Here I am.
Did the Fusion just do that?
Fusion just stopped on its own.
Well,
that's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get exclusive holiday offers across a full lineup of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. Now current Ford owners get 0% financing for 72 months, plus up to $2,000 cash back on a new 2017 Fusion during the Ford year-end event. Only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
We're back at Chapman Stadium on the campus of the University of Tulsa. Union strikes first. A 37-yard touchdown run by Darius Boone. And Boone's 16th touchdown of the year puts Union on top. And Noah Rauschenberg will now, I was going to say kick it into the wind, but the wind blew the ball off the tee. Rod, these teams have met 9 times in the playoff. Broken Arrow beat Union 16-0 back in 1983, but since then Union has won the past 8 times, including 40-24 in last year's quarterfinals and 30-16 in the 2013 semifinals.
And you see why Coach Alexander talks about getting over the hump, knowing to get it done and bring that first state championship to Broken Arrow. They have to get over the hump, which is Union and Jinx, and that's everybody, because you know when you talk about Union and Jinx, pretty much dominated Class 6A football for the last 20 years.
Union has won 35 of the last 36 meetings between these two teams. Gavin Potter takes it, and he's up to just across the 30-yard line before he's tripped up, and now Broken Arrow will come up for their second time, but scoring drive in that last series. Second time they touched the ball, they started inside their own 15, and big pass play right here on 3rd and 14.
Yeah, that was huge. To find Wilson right there, 3rd and 14, and get that first down. Then you come right back, you give it to this guy. Following his blockers, breaks 2 tackles, getting the end zone. Darius Boone getting it done, getting Union on board first 7 plays, 60 yards, that 37-yard touchdown run.
Now Lafayette right scrambles. And that play got messed up as he spun. He lost control of the ball, and lucky he didn't fumble it, kind of just scrambled out to his left and threw it away. As they say, live to get another down out of it, right?
Yeah, very fortunate. Smart play, way to get rid of the football. You talk about Lafayette right at that quarterback position. Coach Alexander talked about how he's matured, you know, and got used to playing you know, this type of football. So he's much improved. Great size at that quarterback position.
6'3", 175. On second down. Nowhere to go for Cortez. On the year, right, 116 out of 205 for 1,800 yards, 19 touchdowns and just 3 picks. Completes 56% of his passes. But BA is so ground dominant, Rod. They've rushed for 2,600 yards and passed for that 1,800. When you got Cortez back there, they do run a lot of double tight end sets.
Yeah, and that's why it's going to be important for the Union defense to definitely stop the run in this matchup.
And as I say that, they come out 4 wide, dump it off to Cortez. And he is tackled immediately as he tries to move upfield. Dalen Figures for Union, number 6 there to make the play, and it's going to be a 4th down again for BA. They're going to have to punt.
And that's a big-time play right there by Figures coming up, making that tackle. You see him, the 6'2", 180-pound senior. And those are the plays you look at, the positive plays that get your team the football back.
Another nice punt. Landon Wood's going to let it bounce. Tigers will down it. There's Boone off to a good start for Union. He's got that 37-yard touchdown run, 83 yards total. And here's the head coach, Kirk Frederick, talking about what Boone can do for this team.
You know, Darius, a lot of high expectations early in the season, and as he's gained experience, he has continued to get stronger and stronger, and we've really enjoyed seeing the kind of football player he's become in the last, 3 or 4 weeks especially, and he's taken on more of a load since Kevion's injury, but he stepped up and filled that role, and to me, I think has become really a high-quality tailback.
Here he is again, first play from scrimmage, and BA bottles him up. He had better than 300 yards rushing last week, 326 in their 28-3 win over Santa Fe.
Yeah, and he's a strong runner, as we've seen earlier, can run through tacklers, good speed, and when you get that offensive line, but he's really stepped up to the challenge and been a key piece. Already 10 rushes, 82 yards in this semifinal matchup.
Boone, a 6', 195-pound junior, so they'll have him back again next year. And that's the end of the first quarter. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week. It's Union and Broken Arrow, 1 quarter in the books. Stay tuned for more Game Time on YurView.
Let's get the big guy in place.
The Ford year-end sales event is here.
I can guide you in.
No thanks, Santa. I got this.
Hey, it looks a little tight.
Perfect fit. Santa needs an F-150.
That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get exclusive holiday offers across a full lineup of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. Now current Ford owners get 0% financing for 72 months, plus up to $2,000 cash back on a new 2017 F-150 during the Ford year-end event, only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
No two businesses are alike. Each has a unique set of challenges and objectives. Cox Local Solutions understands. We are digital experts utilizing our nationwide resources, and we bring them to your business. As a full-service digital agency, we drive results for your business to get noticed by your target audience anywhere. Be found on any screen where customers are searching for you, and convert anyone into a loyal customer. Go to coxlocalsolutions.com. Digital marketing solved.
It is chilly in Tulsa, Oklahoma today. The fans that have shown up are definitely bundled up. It's a 2-coat, 3-blanket, and 4 hot chocolate afternoon.
It definitely is hot chocolate weather today, what we call football weather. Basketball right around the corner.
Peyton Thompson on second down. Hits Alverson. He lunges forward.
This Union offense so far in that first quarter, outstanding balance offensively. We've seen the pass, we've seen the run. Little quick outs. The offensive line has done a good job so far for Union.
Thompson now 9 out of 10 throwing for 63 yards. That was a gain of about 5 on that last play. 3rd down and 5 to go. Throwing again, C.J. Moore, 1st down Union. Make him 10 out of 11, and it's a hot start for the Union quarterback.
Yeah, just have to give Moore so much cushion and a little quick out that time, able to pick up the 1st down. I mean, it's almost like a run. Get it right there, Slusher right on him for the tackle. A big 1st down.
Official has called timeout. Well, he got a favorable spot in the first half, or in the first quarter. That one not quite as favorable. I thought he was a little bit further upfield. Here's our referee, Darren Foster, Brandon Moreland, Darren Vitito, Todd Parker, and David Foster. This crew is from the west side of the state. Wow. Can you slide a credit card through there? I guess not. I don't think it could have been any closer, Rod.
Exactly right.
Just shy of the right at the 38-yard line. That's what David Alexander saying, hey, I think you could have slid a credit card through there, Mr. Referee. 1st down for Union. Boone again, left side. Crosses the 40 up to the 41.
If you're Broken Arrow right now, you need a big play defensively. Union offense is kind of in their comfort zone right now. Giving you a great balance.
As you say, we haven't heard anything. I called Derek Shaw's name, and he's a guy who's been very disruptive all season long. 75 tackles, 5 sacks for that BA front 4. Second down, the fly sweep again to Wilson. BA strings it out nicely, and he actually finds a little bit of a hole and jumps up just to the 45.
And that's what players do for you right there. You know, I mean, you string the play out, you feel you have it bottled up, but watch Wilson. Watch him come. He surveyed. You see Broken Arrow jersey everywhere. A little cut back, a little slip through, picks up an extra 4 yards. That's what players do. A.J. Wilson.
3rd down, boom. Right into a pile of defenders, and good stop by the Broken Arrow defense that time, and up front.
Yeah, and that's the big play you needed right there. Stop that run. Number 52, Jaden Ford, thank you. I mean, he wasn't on our roster. He's making some big-time plays. Hate to leave Mr. Ford out.
Yep.
Guys in the truck get it done for us.
Union first punt of the day. Cade Farquhar pins Broken Arrow down near the 25-yard line, so the Tigers will have their first chance to go against the wind. And Noah Cortez, the big back for Broken Arrow, had 300 yards last week against Norman North, and David Alexander likes what this kid has done all season long.
Noah's the heartbeat of the team. I know he's just a junior, but he's so into it. He's so giving. He's such a big-hearted human being. If you cut him on a Friday night, or in this case Saturday morning, he's going to bleed black and gold. He's big, he's tough, and he's physical. And, you know, we're not afraid to, as we proved last week, we're not afraid to give him the ball, 35, 40 times. We hope we don't have to do that, but if it comes down to that, that's what we're going to do.
In fact, 40 carries for 305 yards and 2 touchdowns last week in their win against Norman North, Rod. Man, I tell you what, They just fed that monster all game long.
He does bleed black and gold.
Yes. First time ever in his career, he said he's carried the ball that many times in a game, and he's wide open left side in the flat across the 35. He's going to have a first down for Broken Arrow. First downs have not been friendly to them. It's just their second of the game.
And that's a nice play by Wright that time. Looks down, takes his time. Watch him get out of the pocket right here and able to find Cortez. And now you let him go to work. Watch the big fella deliver the blow and pick up the first down. As you said, Zig, you want those positive plays. You want to move those chains right now if you're Broken Arrow.
First completion of the game for Broken Arrow and their quarterback, Lafayette Wright. Right again. This time out to the left side, Matt Kaiser. Couple of dance moves, gets a few extra yards.
And Kaiser, he's another big-time player for this team. I mean, he had a big game last week, and he is that threat downfield when they do go. He's very capable, nice size at that receiver position. Good speed and create space. Look for them to maybe go to him often in this game.
Officials are talking, probably trying to figure out if somebody was either on or off the line of scrimmage that wasn't supposed to be, to determine if they had an ineligible receiver downfield.
Maybe the wind blew them offside, Zig. Got a flag on the wind.
Oh, they waved the flag off, yeah. No flag. That's a good job by the officiating crew, though. Got Rod to get together and say, okay, I had one guy on, one off. What'd you have on that side of the field? And they figured it out.
Nice job by the officiating crew there.
So gain of 8 on that last play. Here goes Cortez, 2nd and 2. He's stuffed right at the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 2 for Broken Arrow. 8 minutes to go here in the first half. Union on top 7-0. Defensively on the year, the Redskins have held their opponents to 16 points while scoring 43. Other side, Broken Arrow's offense averages a little more than 37, while they give up about 20 points a game. Third down. Cortez fighting forward, gets through a tackler, and first down for Broken Arrow.
Boy, and that's a big time play right there. Take another look. And get it, wouldn't be denied, keeps pushing forward. Nice play and able to move the chains again. So Broken Arrow stringing some plays together.
Patrick Fields, number 10, one of the top tacklers on this Redskin team, Rod, officially called off his recruiting last night and said, hey, I'm done. I'm signing with OU December 20th, early signing period. And Cortez ran right through him on that last play. And on first down, little completed pass out on the left side. Kewan Tolbert, who replaced Cortez. And again, a little trouble with Wright after getting the snap.
Yeah, kind of took his eyes off the ball right there. And Tolbert, another sophomore who'll see some action at that running back position. Very capable. Trey Thompson, the 6'2 junior, 220.
Tolbert again, pushing the pile forward. Spicer lost his helmet, so he'll have to come out. And Tolbert lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage on that one.
And you figure you have to try to go to the air, but win against you.
Third and 10 for BA. White, plenty of time. Scrambles. Downfield's got a man wide open. Just through the fingertips of the receiver, Trayvon Kleint.
Boy, and that was a play right there. And nice job by Wright letting it go in the wind. He got behind the defense. Take another look. Wright doing a good job of scrambling, getting out of the pocket. And boy, he lets it go. Oh, man.
Right through Klein's fingertips. And Roger Hayes on to punt again for BA, and a tough break for the Tigers, as you said it right. He got behind the secondary, and he catches that. They're sitting pretty inside the 10. Hayes punt into the wind. Just a 19-yard kick. It hit one of the BA players at about the 28, and that's where Union will take over. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week on YurView.
Can you fit in there?
I got this.
So that's the new man, huh?
Yep.
Well, it's getting a little close to my ride.
Wow, that's how you make a first impression. They're gonna love you.
That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get exclusive holiday offers across a full lineup of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. Now current Ford owners get 0 for 72 plus up to $2,000 cash back on Explorer, Edge, and Escape during the Ford year-end event. Only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
No two businesses are alike. Each has a unique set of challenges and objectives. Cox Local Solutions understands. We are digital experts utilizing our nationwide resources, and we bring them to your business. As a full-service digital agency, we drive results for your business to get noticed by your target audience anywhere. Be found on any screen where customers are searching for you, and convert anyone into a loyal customer. Go to coxlocalsolutions.com. Digital marketing solved.
After the punt into the wind, Union will take over. 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. More of the fans out here all bundled up and cuddled up to stay warm on this Saturday afternoon, the Saturday before Thanksgiving. The draw to Boone, and nowhere for him to go on that play. And
that's a nice play defensively.
Marcuselli comes in from the linebacker spot. That's why he's the team's leading tackler.
Yeah, stayed at home. Coaches would like you to do and come up and make the play. I'm impressed with this Broken Arrow team right now.
Travis Hill, their defensive coordinator, used to be the head coach at East Central. Won a state championship there. Shaw in there, then Jaden Ford is the one who gets the sack that time.
And there's Mr. Ford again. Hey, Bill Ford tough. Man, Kelly Summer, Bill Knight, they'll like that. Mr. Ford getting it done. And there you see him making plays. And you talk about this staff that Coach Alexander has put together. You take a look at Ford. You know, you talk about Travis Hill, Jake Wilkinson, the two coordinators. They've done a tremendous job everywhere they've been, a lot of experience. And as Alexander talks about, that's a big difference. Good job defensively. Then you add, you know, Higgins and Broyles, and then you got the Whitaker twins, you know, do a tremendous job. Also love doing what they do. And that was the one thing Coach Alexander said. He said this staff, they love their job. You know, I know those Whitaker twins, boy, and they eat and sleep football and going to make some good college football coaches one day, but he loves his staff and the adjustments they've made. And boy, you see him here in this semifinal game. So kudos to that staff of Broken Arrow.
Cade Farquhar again with the win.
Nice punt.
Gets a roll. 60-yard kick all the way down to the 16 from his own 24. How about that? Wow. That's the way to flip the field. Hey, I told you earlier we had a doubleheader going here today at Chapman Stadium. You got Union BA. How about later at 5 o'clock tonight, the other Division I 6A semifinal, Owasso and Jinx. Owasso beat Jinx in the season opener in week 0. Jinx will try and turn the table on the Rams. Bill Blankenship, Alan Trimble, Rams, Trojans. Don't miss it. 5 o'clock, the Ford Game of the Week. Game time on YurView right here. We appreciate you either watching us on TV, 1333, or streaming online worldwide Rod's getting text all game long from people in Florida, California, Texas,
all over
Arkansas,
the country,
everywhere.
all over the world. Checking us out, Zig. Big time stuff here.
So YurView.com. Appreciate you joining us. What a showdown between these two squads. Loss of one on first down. Cortez on second. Boy, it is so hard to bring him down on first contact, isn't it?
It is.
It's just like a bowling ball pounded into pins.
So strong. Take another look at him. Boy, when he comes at you, one of the guys you hate to tackle. But if anybody can get it done, it's that guy, Mr. Fields, who you commit. An outstanding talent. You see him 6'1", 185 pounds. Say, I'm shutting it down. I'm going to be a Sooner.
Him and Jordan Kelly both. Right under pressure. Getting away, but not that time. And he is brought down. Nice tackle in the backfield by number 44 for Union, Nathaniel Raper.
Yeah, and you like the pressure up front, push. Steady getting the push and keeps pursuing, and boy, comes up with a nice play. You see field position playing a factor now. So you have to be careful with this wind.
Now Hayes punting into that wind. Here comes Union. Low kick that stops right at the 35. A 19-yard punt, and that's the factor the wind plays right there.
I mean,
wow.
It went nowhere. And now you're in great field position, you're close to field goal range. Take another look right here and watch this. He just kicks it, and boy, it just dies and comes down.
Looked like my pitching wedge right at the pin.
Yes, it did.
Stick it. Hey, let's look at the 6A bracket and how things are shaking out. The first time ever, Rod, all four teams from an east side are in the semifinals playing against each other.
Yeah, most polls had these teams 1, 2, 3, and 4, so everybody kind of figured anything happens in the playoffs. But you take a look at Mr. Boone getting some more space, got a flag on the play.
And in that area, probably holding.
The holding or personal foul. Holding, you're right, Zig. You got on stripes over here, I think.
I've been watching football a few years.
I see, a couple of years. I would have called encroachment. You know?
The offense. It's a 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
And Darren Foster called it out.
Puts Union now in a 2nd and 19. So that hold was just 1 yard past the line of scrimmage. Wilson. Wow. That just BA's defense is all over those short, quick passes, Rod.
Yeah, Tigers everywhere that time. Boy, you like the speed and the pursuit right there of Union. I mean, the Broken Arrow, excuse me. Coming downhill and making plays. Derek Shaw leading the way.
Gary Mossop back there as well. And there was more defenders than there was blockers for Union that time. And Wilson had nowhere to go. Second 21 as there was a loss of 2. Boone the draw, and he is tripped up right at the line of scrimmage, and there's Juan Menendez again.
And there he is again. That's a big time play. Take another look right here. Watch him coming to your screen right there. Does a good job grabbing those ankles.
He was tackled by Juan Mendez, a senior, 6 foot, 205 pounds. Hiding behind the coach. Didn't want anybody to see him over there.
We'll see if they try to go long more, and I think BA is going to call a timeout.
Yeah, with 44 seconds, Union pretty much trying to run the half out, Rod, at this point. So BA calls their first timeout of the half. Hey, check out the Over the Middle podcast on this week's Over the Middle high school football recruiting expert and your host, Jeremy Crabtree. We got Josh Ward of RockyTop.com and Sports Radio WNML in Knoxville, and Crabtree. They will break down the situation at the University of Tennessee. They fired their coach, Butch Jones, on Sunday. And then Jason Sukamel from OrangeBloods.com will update the Texas Longhorns on their powerhouse recruiting success of late. Check out the Over the Middle podcast at YurView.com. There'll be a lot of coaching changes in the NCAA. We're talking about 4, 5, 6 coaches maybe in the SEC alone.
Man, a lot of openings.
Arkansas, A&M, Florida's already open. You don't win a national title, they're ready to boot you out. Thompson to Wilson. Up to the 35, to the 30. Going to be short of the first down. And Union may want to think about burning a timeout, as the clock will not stop since he didn't get the first.
And Union's had a lot of success bringing Wilson across that middle, allowing him to make plays.
Going to try and get maybe one more play in. Went really picking up. They may call timeout now, and they're going to try a 47-yard field goal because the ball's right at the 30. BA will get the, well, I'm going to say that BA's deferred, so they get the choice. They get the choice in the second half. So they'll either take the ball or the wind to start half number 2. And I'll let you help me figure that one out, which one's going to be better, because we kept going round and round before the game. What happens? What do you do? I think a lot of it depends on, too, where you are in the game and what the situation is as far as the score.
And it's amazing how the weather can play a factor in how you coach the ball game now, and you got the wind at your back.
Because if they take the wind in the fourth quarter, that means Union gets the ball to start the second half, and they'll have the ball to start both halves. So you don't want that either.
I want the win every time. Give me the win and give me the win. You like that there,
Yep.
Zig? You like that, don't you?
So Noah Rauschenberg will come on to try. He's going to put his tee down just right at the 38. It's going to be a 48-yarder on the year. His longest kick is 50. He's 14 out of 19 on field goals. And as we mentioned in the first meeting, he kicked 4 field goals in that 11-point win for Union. And that one will not make it. Boy, David Alexander was trying to get a timeout, and I think he's lucky the official did not see him, and that's the way the first half comes to an end. If you're Union, tough break because you're kicking with the wind, and as strong a leg as Rauschenberg had, you think it's money, and BA celebrating that they're only down 7-0 at this point. Union on the strength of a Darius Boone 37-yard touchdown run. Went 9 plays, 85 yards in 3.5 minutes in that first quarter on their second drive of the game. And that put them up 7-0. We're now joined by the head coach of the Union Redskins, Kirk Frederick. Coach, your thoughts on that first half from your team?
Well, it's obviously a semifinal game. You've got 2 really good football teams. Broken Arrow playing really tough. I'm proud of both defenses. Their defense is doing a great job, and we've got to do something in the red zone. We talked about that before the game, that red zone points, and we've got to get back on track with that.
Coach, how is the wind playing a factor in this game? Has it changed the play calling? Is it pretty strong right there? What kind of impact is the weather having right now?
The wind has gotten a lot stronger since we started warm-ups, and it's a factor for sure.
All right, Coach, good luck second half.
Thank you.
All right, Kirk Frederick, the head coach of the Union Redskins. They lead it 7-0. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week. Stay tuned.
Improving the lives of Oklahomans is the proud heritage of Oklahoma Farm Bureau. Today, whether you live on the farm, small town, or big city, Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance is here to protect you when life happens, when you need us most. Everyone claims to be local. Only Oklahoma Farm Bureau has locations in every county across our state. Contact an agent today. We're ready to help save you money and give you real peace of mind. We're the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better.
The Ford year-end sales event is here.
We're gonna find a spot.
We'll find a spot.
Really good. Yeah, they're behind me. Here I am.
Did the Fusion just do that?
Fusion just stopped on its own.
Whoa.
That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get exclusive holiday offers across a full lineup of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. Now current Ford owners get 0% financing for 72 months plus up to $2,000 cash back on a new 2017 Fusion during the Ford year-end event. Only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
No two businesses are alike. Each has a unique set of challenges and objectives. Cox Local Solutions understands. We are digital experts utilizing our nationwide resources, and we bring them to your business. As a full-service digital agency, we drive results for your business to get noticed by your target audience anywhere. Be found on any screen where customers are searching for you, and convert anyone into a loyal customer. Go to coxlocalsolutions.com. Digital marketing solved.
On Game Time is brought to you by the Oklahoma Farm Bureau, the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better. Tune in each week as we bring you some of the best players in the nation all fall long.
Union High Steppers, part of the Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance halftime show. Mike Ziegenhorn, Rod Thompson back with you at Chapman Stadium. We're on the campus of the University of Tulsa on a very cool and windy Saturday afternoon in November. Rod, let's check out those first half highlights, and it has been definitely a defensive battle here in the semifinals.
Yeah, winning the first half is the win, but take another look here, and Miles Slusher, he made some huge plays in this first half for this Broken Arrow defense. Then Mr. Boone trying to get loose. Nendaz coming up. We said his name a couple times. So defensively, Broken Arrow doing an outstanding job. And you come back, you're looking downfield, you find this man, Mr. Wilson. He's had that play a couple of times. This was a big first down play at 3rd and 14. He got the first down, then you give it to Mr. Boone. Blocking up front, make two guys miss, get to the end zone. Mr. Boone, Darius Boone with the 37-yard touchdown to put Union on the board. Now you see he's fired up for this team. And they come back, trying to look downfield, the pressure. Mr. Ford getting it done. Jaden Ford had some big plays in that first half. Now you see Wright trying to get away. Union defense doing a good job. Pressure up front. They come away with the huge tackle that time, putting pressure on him. Spicer with the tackle. Boone again trying to get loose, and there's that man again. Mr. Menendez making that play, getting it done for, and then to go for the half, tried to get the field goal. I think it was partially blocked, Zig, but that's where we are now, 7-0 defensive struggle. You take a look at the numbers right there. Rushing yards, 87-31. Passing, 81-20. You look at total yards, 168-51. No one penalty. I thought you were going to, kind of jinx us there and get the penalties going, but only one penalty. You look at the rushing yards, 31 for Cortez and 87 for Boone. So a defensive struggle right now. First half, the win is definitely playing a factor, but both teams playing well. I think Broken Arrow, they feel good where they are right now going in down 7-0.
Yeah, Cortez held well below his season average, which is 31 yards. More halftime after this. It's the Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance halftime show. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week on YurView.
Let's get the big guy in place.
The Ford year-end sales event is here.
I can guide you in.
No thanks, Santa. I got this.
Hey, it looks a little tight.
Perfect. perfect fit. Santa needs an F-150.
That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get exclusive holiday offers across a full lineup of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. Now current Ford owners get 0% financing for 72 months, plus up to $2,000 cash back on a new 2017 F-150 during the Ford year-end event, only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
No two businesses are alike. Each has a unique set of challenges and objectives. Cox Local Solutions understands. We are digital experts utilizing our nationwide resources, and we bring them to your business. As a full-service digital agency, we drive results for your business to get noticed by your target audience anywhere. Be found on any screen where customers are searching for you, and convert anyone into a loyal customer. Go to coxlocalsolutions.com. Digital marketing solved.
Welcome back to the Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance Halftime Show. The Oklahoma Farm Bureau, it's the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted. Now, even better. We're at the Chapman Stadium, University of Tulsa. Mike Ziegenhorn, Rod Thompson with you at halftime. And Rod, we all love football so much in Oklahoma. I mean, kids start playing in kindergarten. You get great games, not only on the kindergarten level, all the way through high school and at the college level. Well, we've got some great excitement here on YurView. Each week of the season started all the way back in August. Here's some of the top plays that made 2017 a season to remember on the Ford Game of the Week. It all started in week 0, the first of 2 matchups because they're playing at 5 tonight. Josh Proctor, he's going to Ohio State, Rod. He can do it all for Owasso.
And you see why. We'll get to see him today. This was a big-time play, playing out in Jinx. Josh Proctor, 100-yard interception, touchdown, getting it done.
They won it 48-10. How about Deer Creek at sophomore senior running back Raquan Wicks?
Hey, showing you the wheels right here. And how about this play? Bouncing off defenders, gonna get to the end zone and zig. I love the shoes. You see nothing but goal. All goal, everything for that young man. Getting in the end zone, big time play by Mr. Wicks.
Deer Creek wins at 21-13, that is. Midwest City at Booker T. Preston Colbert of the Bombers. Pass nearly picked off by Booker T's DJ Jones, and then Claudio Irvin picks the ball out of the air and takes it 39 yards for the score, but Booker T's Rylan McCorders.
Hey, and Mr. Electric making plays all over the field. He cut back, now turn on the wheels. Young fella Rylan McCorders, like his shoes too, all orange, stepping in for the Hornets, and give you a little dance with it right there, Mr. McCorders.
Yeah, they are also playing today too. How about Union and Jinx, the Mid-First Bank Backyard Bowl? C.J. Moore, watch him turn on the jets.
I'm going to leave everyone right here. Turn on the wheels, Mr. Moore. Hey, go Pokes right there and getting it done. Set the ball down and walk away. That was a big-time play.
He had 3 catches and a pick as Union won that one by 19. Choctaw Sand Springs, Hudson Woods hit Zane Coleman. He takes it 42 yards, and Choctaw wins it 21-20.
Big-time play by Mr. Coleman, showing you his wheels.
Week 3, Norman and Moore. Daniel Highshaw had a big game. 21 rushes for 253 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Boy, picking them up and putting them down. Highshaw showing the wheels and getting in the end zone. Big time play by that guy.
He had 2 interceptions as well as Moore won that game over Norman. Isaac Stoops, what a great receiver him and his brother Drake are, both of them, for Norman North.
And how about that? Yeah, I was going to say, can we get a replay on that? Going up, jump ball, he goes get it. Also an outstanding basketball player. Watch for him on the court for Norman North.
They win at 45-13. Parker Kinley, Broken Arrow at UConn. The Millers, Kinley. Look at him take off down the sideline.
And how about the run right there? Making defenders miss and then turning on the wheels and getting in the end zone.
77 yards, but BA won at 56-20. Week 5, Owasso Union. This was Rod's instant classic.
Instant classic game. And that man, Wayne Jones, headed to Kansas State. There you see him take his time, get the reception, and get downfield. Outstanding play. Watch him. Great awareness. Going to come. Ball is in the air. He's able to grab it. Great job by the officials over the top of it. Wayne Jones, we get to see him today.
Union won that in double overtime. Noah Cortez, we're watching him now, and This was mid-season Broken Arrow at Westmore.
And how about that? Mr. Cortez showing you a little hurdle that time and able to get into the end zone. Big time play by him.
Dwayne Cooks, remember this one, Rod?
And how about Mr. Cook? Started the game off right here, and boy, he should have another one on this highlight reel. But this is one right here, and look at him weaving through the cutback now and turn on the wheels. AKA Hammer. They got a big game tonight. Mr. Cooks getting in the end zone for the Hornets.
They won that one 40-0 over Sand Springs and locked up the district.
And there it is. I said he would have another one.
Here it
now,
is.
How about this one right here? This may be the play of all plays. Watch him take his time, do a little dance right here, zig, make 2 miss, and get in the end zone. Mr. Cooks would not be denied, and that is a big-time play by that young man.
They shut out Bixby 21-0, and that gave them the district championship. And Mari Snoddy of Santa Fe.
Boy, just sneaking in, went through the defenders, just kind of cut through all the defenders and got in the end zone.
And then it's Noah Hernandez. We'll see him tonight for Jinx as they take on Owasso. Our buddy Steve Marshall said he looks like a fullback, runs like a tailback.
And how about that? Turning on the wheels. They wouldn't catch Mr. Hernandez. So strong, hey, he can run through you, but can also run around you. Outstanding highlights right there.
Jinx won that one 38-21. Thanks to our entire crew here at YurView.
Tell Mike he didn't get the top play, me drinking hot chocolate. Mike.
It's been a great year of football. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week.
Can you fit in there?
I got this.
So that's the new man, huh?
Yep.
Well, he's getting a little close to my ride.
Wow, that's how you make a first impression. They're gonna love you.
That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get exclusive holiday offers across a full lineup of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. Now current Ford owners get 0 for 72 plus up to $2,000 cash back on Explorer, Edge, and Escape during the Ford year-end event. Only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
No two businesses are alike. Each has a unique set of challenges and objectives. Cox Local Solutions understands. We are digital experts utilizing our nationwide resources, and we bring them to your business. As a full-service digital agency, we drive results for your business to get noticed by your target audience anywhere. Be found on any screen where customers are searching for you, and convert anyone into a loyal customer. Go to coxlocalsolutions.com. Digital marketing solved.
Back on the Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance Halftime Show. It's the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better. 6A1 semifinal, first of a doubleheader today here at Chapman Stadium on the campus of the University of Tulsa. Union leads Broken Arrow 7-0. It's a rematch revenge Saturday. These 4 teams all met in week 0. Union beat BA. Owasso beat Jinx, so they're getting a chance to either get revenge or double them up, Rod. And how about in 6A2, they will play this afternoon the first game at 1 o'clock over at UCO. Bixby takes on Midwest City. And Bixby beat Stillwater last week, while Midwest City beat Sand Springs 47-12. Your thoughts on that game?
Yeah, should be an outstanding matchup. You give the nod on paper to Midwest City. Outstanding players, defense led by Jalen Redmond, the OU commit. It's going to be interesting to see how Bixby, combats and what they can do offensively against that tough defense of Midwest City. Should be a very good matchup. And then when you look at Booker T and Lawton, I mean, I just think the team speed of Booker T. Washington right now on both sides of the ball gives them an advantage. Lawton, outstanding running back who can get it done. I believe he had over 200, almost 300 yards against Muskogee. So, Lawton is kind of the dark horse. Nobody really knows about him. But I think, when you look at Booker T. Washington, what they're able to do is going to be interesting.
And moving down to 5A, only one East Side team left in 5A after last night's action. Noble and McGinnis were both winners last night, and then Carl Albert beat Claremore, and then Skytook was a winner, so they'll all face off next week. And then strolling on down to 4A, and of course Heritage Hall always there. Blanchard pulling off a huge upset with a win over Wagner last night, stopping the Bulldogs' run of state titles at 3, but also 48 straight wins, which is the state record. That was snapped last night as Wagner lost.
And how about that by Blanchard? I mean, unbelievable, game to beat that team of that magnitude. Boy, it's up in the air, but that's why you call it the playoffs. You never know what can happen. And boy, Blanchard getting the nod, but Heritage Hall, Ada, Bethany, teams that have been there before. So it'll be interesting to see how that 4A bracket matches up, because everybody, including myself, had just given the ball to Wagner.
Wagner and thought Oologah was going to be in there because they've lost to him the last 2 years, and they got bounced by Ada last night, down to Class 3A in that championship bracket. And look at that. Look who's right on top.
Davis got us hooked up, the mighty Beggs Demons. I went and saw them last night against Lincoln Christian, playing well. Coach Blankenship got the Demons playing extremely well. Tough game against Oklahoma Christian. Then you look at Sperry, Sulphur, Jones, which is very good. Tahlequah, Sequoia, Marshall, and Idabel. But I'm going with them Demons. Zig. You're going to see what Coach Blankenship can do down there and get it done. Talented team, a lot of team speed. Haven't won a state championship, I think, since '75. Little Beggs history there, Zig.
Yeah, they beat Lincoln Christian 43-14 last night. And then in Class 2A, Holland Hall continues the undefeated season.
How about that?
They got a big win last night as well as they move on.
Yeah, playing extremely well. Jerry O helps over there and getting it done, but you got to talk about Millwood, who is definitely the favorite. Outstanding players. Israel Antoine, outstanding guy with Beggs roots, may I say, getting it done for Millwood. So it should be interesting. Holland Hall, very, very good team.
All right, that's a look at your brackets for the OSSA state championships. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week, Broken Arrow and Union, right here on YurView.
Let's get the big guy in place.
The Ford year-end sales event is here.
I can guide you in.
No thanks, Santa. I got this.
Hey, it looks a little tight.
Perfect fit. Santa needs an F-150.
That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get exclusive holiday offers across a full lineup of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. Now current Ford owners get 0% financing for 72 months, plus up to $2,000 cash back on a new 2017 F-150 during the Ford year-end event. Only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Welcome back. It's the Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance halftime show. It's the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted. Now, even better. Armazio's MVP, Noah Cortez. So far, Rod, 11 carries, 31 yards. Darius Boone, 15 for 87. And he scored the lone touchdown of the game in that first quarter on a 37-yard run. Your thought on what those two guys have done?
Well, I think they've done a tremendous job so far. The Union defense has done a good job containing him, and Darius Boone getting loose and has the only TD. So an outstanding job by both teams. It'll be interesting to see how these guys fare in this second half.
Hey, you want a sweet deal? How about this? Text MVP to 664-444. You'll get a coupon back for a large one-topping pizza, $5. Man, Rod, I did that a couple weeks ago. I kept trying to text it. They won't let me do it. But they keep sending me promo stuff all the time, which is great. So every once in a while, you know, they had a game day deal the other day. It was large two-topping for $6.99. You got to sign up for it. Text MVP to 664-444. And you you will get a coupon for a large one-topping pizza for just $5. The players are back out on the field. So our 20-minute halftime, which is, I've expressed over the years, has turned into a 23+ minute halftime. I tell them, just put 23 minutes on the clock because they're going to do it anyway. But then if they do that, then it's a 26-minute halftime, right?
Exactly. These young guys bounce back and ready to play guys like us. We couldn't sit out that long and go back and play.
We were hoping to talk to David Alexander, the head coach from Broken Arrow. And, he's going to accommodate us. Yes, it looks like he's running toward our camera crew out in the middle of the field. Have about a minute before the second half kicks off. It does look like Coach has got his headset on. And David, you have to be happy with the way your defense performed in that first half.
Yeah, after they settled down there early, the defense played very, very well. Any offense that's going with the wind, it's a struggle. And that second quarter, Union had the win, and we made a really big stop to get the ball to the 35-yard line and didn't give up any points. So when Broken Arrow, when our offense is going into the win, we need a defensive turnover to shorten that field. It's going to be really tough to drive it 70 or 80 yards into the win.
All right, thanks, Dave. Appreciate it.
Of course.
All right, David Alexander, the head football coach at the University of Tulsa. We talked about it. He played offensive line at TU, Kirk Frederick defensive line. When he was a senior, Coach Fred was a redshirt freshman.
Yeah, so very familiar with the facilities and everything that's going on here, and those guys been in the trenches together. So kudos to those guys to come back coaching big-time football and helping a lot of young men on and off the field.
It's always hard to beat a team twice in the same season. These two teams have matched up multiple times, twice during the season, but Union, as I said earlier, has won 35 of the last 36 times these teams have squared off, Rod. And as a former player, does that get into your head mentally, knowing it's been an uphill climb to get over that hump to beat them?
Well, it's there. I mean, it definitely is. I mean, I always say when you have tradition and then being an athlete and having some success, sometimes you're 10 points ahead coming to the game based on tradition and what you've done before, and that's what Coach Alexander talked about, is getting this team to believe, keep getting better. Remember, this is a team that started 0-4, 0-3, and he just said, hey, we just got to keep playing. We got to keep believing. We got to keep playing hard. And they've been able to do that. They started 0-3 and able to bounce back, and now in the semifinals. So, he has his team's ear, and they're listening to him, and they know they have to get over this hump, which is Union, which is Jinx, in order to get that first goal ball. So it'll be interesting to see this second half, how they respond and they come out. They have the win.
Yeah, they went 1-4 to start the season. They've won 6 straight, including a 31-28 first-round playoff win last week against Norman North. And speaking of North, that was Union's last loss, October 14th a year ago. The Wolves beat them 30-27. Since then, Union has won 17 straight football games. Second half ready to get underway. Noah Rauschenberg will kick it off for the Redskins. Wind still blowing at about 15 to 20 miles an hour here in Tulsa. It's taken by Marcuselli. He is tackled just as he crosses the 25-yard line. And that's where Broken Arrow will start. 1st and 10. First downs for the Tigers in the first half, Rod, 3.
Boy, and you need more than that. You want to keep those chains moving and put some plays together. And let's see what they come out with. I want to see if the play calling changed a little bit with the win in your favor.
First down give to Cortez, who had 31 rushing yards in that first half. On the season, Cortez averaging 137 yards a game. And
right here. Boy, tough tackle that time.
Elijah Tomlin coming up from the linebacker spot to make the play, gain of 2.
It's a big time play right there by that young man.
Union. This is their 11th consecutive appearance in the state semifinals. Right, everybody covered. Scrambling out, lofts it out of bounds, and that'll bring up a 2nd and long.
Well, he hasn't had a lot of time in that pocket. Good coverage downfield by Union.
So it is a 3rd and long now, and BA with the win really needs to get something going on this drive. Right again, has Cortez out in the flat. 2 tacklers there to bring him down, and Raper was one of them. And they're going to be short. That's going to be 4th down, and BA is going to have to punt. But their hope is to pin Union deep now.
Yeah, taking a look right here, going to find Cortez, and watch how quick Union recovers right here. He gets a couple of steps, and there you see the defense come, and watch a host of Redskins come and help stop him short of the 1st down.
That was Raper and JT McLeod in on the tackle. You saw the camera angle there. You didn't see one Union defender, and he had all that green grass or green turf in front of him, Rod. You said it. They closed quickly. That punt is blocked. Wow. Union off that left edge, rushed in and blocked the punt of Roger Hayes, and they've got great field position, and that's not the way you wanted to start this half for BA.
Yeah, you see the snap a little to the right. He had to come, and that ran him into the defender right there. Union coming in, and boy, they get a hand on it. Boy, and a huge break, because now the wind, your broken arrow, you don't get to use it to your favor. An outstanding field position right now for Union.
Cameron Watts, the player who got through and ended up blocking the punt. 1st down Union from the BA 38. Boone, big hole, he may go. Darius Boone, 38 yards, touchdown Union, and just like that, it's a 13-0 lead.
And that's how quick they can answer. I was going to say the first couple of minutes of his 3rd quarter going to be important. Look at the hole right here. He's able to get up in, and there he is, turn on the wheels, and Boone again gets to the end zone. Boy, they come out in the 2nd half and just kind of hit you right there. Boy, tough play, big time play for the Redskins.
Rauschenberg, PAT, right in. And just like that, it's 14-0 Union. One play, 38 yards. Don't miss any of the action with the Game Time newsletter. Go to yourview.com/football and sign up for the Game Time newsletter to get the previous week's highlights, stories, and recruiting news, along with a preview of the upcoming week's matchups delivered straight to your inbox. That's the Game Time newsletter. So Union forces a 3-and-out to start the 2nd half. Broken Arrow has a punt blocked, setting up the Redskins at their BA 38-yard line. And then one play later, Darius Boone, his 2nd touchdown of the day, a 38-yard scramble by Boone. And on the afternoon, he's now got 125 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Oh, and that's a big time play by this offense line.
Marcaselli will take it again at the 11. Had a little bit of room, and he's finally brought down, and that's where BA will start their 2nd drive, as Alex Davis made the tackle here in the 2nd half.
Important drive right here now for Broken Arrow. You have to get good field position. You have to try to establish something to put some runs together and keep the ball out of the hands of the offensive Union.
See Kirk Frederick looking for his 6th state title. Right, 1st down. That pass is complete. Trevin Client.
Man, that's a good job by Klein. Good job by Wright. Sola fake right here, got the defense to shift, take a little look, gonna get it right here and watch him make a couple of guys miss and move the chains. That's what you want to do if you're Broken Arrow right now.
Right, 4 of 6 in the first half. So they didn't throw the ball a lot. First down, see what Jay Wilkinson dials up, gives it to Cortez. He got 3, Jordan Kelly there in on the tackle. First time we called his name today for a tackle. 6'5", Mr. Kelly is 310 pounds, and like Patrick Fields, his teammate that's about 10 yards behind him in the secondary, they're gonna sign on December 20th with the Oklahoma Sooners.
Congratulations to those young men and all the young men and women signing.
Right on the keeper.
Nice play call right there, a little change of direction and switching it up a little bit.
Yeah, what do you think about the early signing period in football now? You about a month and a half before the February date.
You know, I wonder if that's the case, because in football you commit to a school and other teams keep recruiting you, you know, the whole time. Yeah. So, you know, some guys, they want to get it over with and be done with it. It can be very taxing and very exhausting.
3rd and 5, Cortez again out in the flat. And he pulls one tackler with him forward, Elijah Tomlin, and that strength of Cortez, it's going to be right near the first down marker. That's going to be close.
Yes, it is.
And I think either way, yeah, they're saying it's short, so it'll be 4th down. Either way, BA's got to go for it, right? Yeah. They cannot punt.
You got to go for it right here. You challenge your offensive line, and you just get to push up front.
Plus, you've got Cortez and a stout offensive line in front of him.
So close, maybe you sneak it right here, right off the left side. That's what you do. Went right side and got it. Good play call right there. Good read by Wright.
Lafayette Wright moved to BA over the summer after playing at Rogers last year. And here you take a look over there on that right side. Kelly tried to fill that gap, but by that time Wright was already past the first down.
You see Lafayette Wright.
Quick pass to the left side and through the hands of Matt Kaiser.
Yeah, tried to get Kaiser that time, and that's where he's very good in space, usually sure-handed, usually comes away with that. I had it set up for him here, and we just kind of took his eyes off.
Yeah, turned his head a little bit. He's getting ready to go upfield. That's a tough pass for a receiver, because you don't know if a defender has read that and is going to be right in your grill as soon as you catch it, or if you got open space. 2nd and 10. Right again, Kaiser wide open. He's got another Broken Arrow first down, maybe. Market maybe about 6 inches short.
And that's confidence in your receiver. He fumbles one, you go right back to him. It's going to be a little short.
Cortez, first down. No issue there as he gets close to the 30.
Like this offensive series, there you see Cortez, he was not going to be denied.
Now BA with his deepest penetration into Union territory on the afternoon. Tolbert has come in. So give Cortez a little bit of a breather.
Kewan Tolbert, very capable at that running back position also, giving Cortez a blow.
Also throw Corbin Chambers in there. At times this year, they've had a three-headed monster at tailback. 2nd and 8. A hitch and go that's covered by the Union defense, and
be a flag. Didn't have a receiver.
Now you can't just throw it away. You got to throw it to somebody. So that's a big penalty against Broken Arrow. It's a spot foul. It moves him back to the 36, and a loss of down. Plus I think they'll mark off yards here too, Rod. Yes, they will. It's 5 at the spot, so it puts them back to the 41.
Surrounding against the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty. Loss of down. 3rd down.
And remember, rules in high school are different. Just because he's out of the pocket, it doesn't mean anything. You've got to throw it in the area of a receiver, and he did not do that. So 3rd and long, 21. Right, good catch by Kaiser as he goes up to get it. Fighting his way forward. Patrick Fields is not going to let him get a first down, but man, nice pitch and catch from Wright to Kaiser.
Oh, that's a nice play right here. And watch Wright takes his time in the pocket right here. Going to find Kaiser. Now watch him, goes up, grabs it. Boy, and he would not be denied. Watch him keep his feet moving. Feels everyone on him. He gets some help from his teammates, and he still stays on his feet. So big 4th down right now from Broken Arrow.
4th and 2 from the 22, and they've got to go forward again. Fake to Cortez, incomplete. Kaiser Newell, the intended receiver, but pressure on Wright. Union did not bite on the fake, Rod. They hold him on down.
Boy, that's a big time play by Union. 4th down, you're in the territory right there, and to come away with that play, you know, you take another look, they would not be fooled that time, and a lot of pressure on Wright.
Almost if he gets the ball to him, it looks like Newell would have the first down. Instead, they turn it over, and Union takes over for the 2nd time here in the 2nd half.
You gotta like that series if you're Broken Arrow, though. You're able to put a couple plays together, move the chains.
Fake to Boone. Thompson lofts it out there for Alverson, and it's incomplete. Well over his head. Nice throw into the wind. But he was double teamed. So here's some of the boos from Union fans wanting pass interference, but there was none on that play.
No, good play defensively.
Union trying for another big hitter after a stop of the BA offense. Boone outside, has some room. He's taken down by Marcuselli. 28. Bring up about a 3rd and 4. Got to get to the 32 for a first down. Boone again, big hole, first down Union.
Boy, and that offensive line creates enough space for him to get through, and you get him in one-on-one situations. Watch, just right here, he's very patient as a run. Now watch him explode through the hole right there, and that's what good running backs do. They have patience, they have good vision. He changes speeds well, and he gets a good job by that offensive line. Pick up that first down.
When he waited for the defender to commit, and when he went outside, he knew he was going to get a block so he could cut it up inside. C.J. Moore across the middle, immediately brought down, and nice tackle in the Broken Arrow secondary. Marcuselli, yes.
Take another look right here, and boy, Moore right here, and watch Marcuselli come in. Boy, that's a nice tackle right there. Union has had a lot of success across the middle, Zig. Wilson and Moore.
Boone again. Flag. Gonna have a hold on Marcuselli in the backfield, or against Marcuselli. It's going to be on one of the Union. I think it might be against Boone.
It's going to be against Harris.
Or Harris, yeah. Thank you.
And Harris, he's done a tremendous job. I mean, he's an outstanding blocker at that position. I mean, he can really do a good job blocking downfield. He has great size. Also catch the football also, but really is a big piece. You take another look, watch him coming to your screen right here.
Miss the offense. The penalties decline. Third down.
So they declined the penalty because there was no gain on that play. It'll be a 3rd and 9. So instead of a 2nd and 19, you take that down away. And you put them in a 3rd and long against the wind, and hope you can get decent field position if you hold them. Thompson. And he is brought down, and again the BA front 7 doing their job. Devin Clayton with the tackle.
Clayton, that's a big time play. Take another look, getting good pressure, had to flush him out of the pocket. Get a hold of him before he gets that first down. So good job defensively by Broken Arrow.
Kaiser Newell, number 42, also there to help out. Farquhar, the punt, off the side of his foot. Barely crosses midfield. Let's see where the official stops. And right at midfield. That's where the Tigers will take over. And their best starting field position of the day, right at the 50. BA band. Right on first down, looking for Cortez. Instead, finds a receiver right in the middle of the field, Isaiah Jackson, the tight end. And we've got a flag down and also got a Union player down.
Like he may go against Union.
Officials are talking. It's kind of dropped in the secondary area. I think BA has a penalty today, do they, Andy?
Go against Broken Arrow. And boy, the penalties.
Be their 2nd penalty, so I wonder if there was a pick.
We can get the call here and see what it is.
Against the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Loss of down. 2nd down.
Illegal touching. Jackson would have had to gone out of bounds and come back in. It's a loss of down. 2nd down, and BA tries a reverse.
Boy.
To Kaiser, and Union sniffed that one out.
All over it that time. Take another look. First and watch. Redskins right there all over Kaiser. 17, Nick Jones coming away with the tackle. 6'2", 15, junior.
Third and 25. Now Broken Arrow's best field position. They're going the wrong direction. Right, dropping back under pressure. Scrambling away, Jordan Kelly's got him, and Kelly right at the line of scrimmage. Don't know if they'll give him credit for his sack, but if they do, that'll be his team leading 6th of the year.
Yeah, you take another look right here, and they flush right out of the pocket. And watch Kelly coming to your screen, the big fella bringing him down.
Now BA will have to punt with the wind. See what Roger Hayes averages about 25 yards a kick on the year. .30-yard kick that time. And Union will have decent field position. Landon Wood was tackled down at the 40. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week on YurView.
Can you fit in there?
I got this.
So that's the new man, huh?
Yep.
Well, he's getting a little close to my ride.
Wow, that's how you make a first impression. They're gonna love you.
That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get exclusive holiday offers across a full lineup of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. Now current Ford owners get 0 for 72 plus up to $2,000 cash back on Explorer, Edge, and Escape during the Ford year-end event. Only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Because an open road is always calling your name. Because life is sweet. Because every moment counts. MidFirst Bank will always be true to your money. With convenient services that help you maximize the joys in life. MidFirst Bank, true to your money.
We're back at Chapman Stadium on the campus of the University of Tulsa. Skelly Field. Mike Ziegenhorn, Rod Thompson, and the rest of our YurView crew on this Saturday afternoon in November. Rod's got us loaded up with kettle corn and cashews.
There you go.
I need something.
No hot chocolate. Yeah.
Well, we're inside. We may need some between games.
Still, we may need it inside too, Zig.
Union on 2 Darius Boone touchdowns, a 37-yarder and a 38-yarder, has a 14-0 lead. And we're going to give it to him again. This time he's immediately tackled at the line of scrimmage, and it looked like Marcus Selly was in there again. He's all over the place.
Very active, returning kicks, stepping up defensively, fighting off defenders. Tough player.
Little push on the head of Boone as one of the BA defenders got up. Now they're going to go Wildcat and put Thompson out to the left. That's A.K. Wilson.
There he is again.
Marcus Selly read that one. He must have been in the huddle.
Sense of urgency there. Another look, gonna come into your screen and make another big play.
Marcus Selly, a junior, 6'2", 210 linebacker. With 91 tackles coming to this game, and he's got to be close to 10 or so tackles tonight or this afternoon to put him over 100 for the season. Under 2 minutes now here in the third quarter. BA will not have the win in the fourth. Peyton Thompson looking for someone to throw downfield to. Gets it to C.J. Moore, and he's tackled out of bounds at the 44, so Union will now have to punt it away.
And that was a good job by Broken Arrow defense, because Union didn't use a lot of clock on that series. So a real quick series, you're able to get the ball back with 1:45 remaining in this third quarter.
Farquhar, rugby style, that one's blocked. He tried to catch it. Ball's kicked forward and out of bounds, and a break for the Broken Arrow Tigers. Great special teams play by BA.
Boy, huge break that time for the Tigers, and that's what you need. A little bit of life. You got great field position, and see if you can capitalize. Take another look. Rolling out to his left, and there's that man again we talked about.
Marcus Selly.
Marcus Selly coming in, and boy, loose ball, and that ball gets to bounce, and nobody can grab it here. And boy, hard hit by Slusher.
Yeah. Gary Mossam, too, just nailed Farquhar at the end of that play as he was trying to come up with the ball. BA now their best starting field position inside Union territory. Right, plenty of time, finding an open receiver, nearly picked off. A flag comes flying in. We're gonna have pass interference. It's just a matter of whose bodies were kind of flying everywhere when that ball was thrown to that area. It's going to be against Union.
It's the defense. That's a 10-yard penalty.
And good field position for Broken Arrow. See what they can come away with. Big time play right here.
First down for BA at the 35. 2 drives ago, they got down to the 22 and were stopped on 4th and 2. This time they handed off to Noah Cortez. And he's stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. I think they really got to get him going. Cortez on the afternoon rushing for Broken Arrow. He's up to 40 yards, so only 9 yards rushing here in the second half for Cortez. And Ron, they may have gotten away from him rushing the ball. You know, you get down, I understand you want to move the ball, and you're going to pass it to move it, but you got to feed that monster.
They had over 300 last week.
Screen pass to Jackson. Up the middle, Fields has him, and he's got a first down into the 20.
Nice play call right there. Catching Union sleep with the little screen play, good field position again. Take another look. Set up nicely. Look at the Broncos up front. Number 70 gets him a good block, 67. And finally, the Union Redskins coming. Tackle.
BA inside the 20 for the first time today. Cortez left side. He's stripped.
Boy.
Fields tried to pull it out.
Big time play right there by Fields.
Just couldn't come up with it.
Made the tackle, then stripped the ball away, and it bounced out of bounds. Take another look. Watch him come in, meet him right there, and boy, drive, and watch him rip that ball out of there. It bounces out of bounds.
Fumbled it a couple of times last week. 2, and then it went over Norman North. 1 late in the game that gave North some momentum to get to within 3. Here's Wright. That pass incomplete, as he had an open receiver out there on the left side. Intended for
Logan Matthews.
Yeah. There's 2 number 14s, and they're both receivers. Either him or Chris Long.
Big play right now for Broken Arrow.
Third and 10. Right to Tolbert. He fumbled it. Loose ball, Redskins recover. Big turnover for Broken Arrow.
Well, you take another look. Watch coming up. Finds him, has the play, going to run, and watch the hit right here. Boom. Right on the ball. And man, big time play for Union. Tough play for Broken Arrow team. You get there a couple of times and you're not able to capitalize.
Landon Wood forced the fumble. Dalen Figures recovered. This will probably be the last play of the third quarter. It will be Boone right side. He is tackled for a loss of a couple, and that'll be it. Union up 14-0 after 3. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week. It's game time on YurView.
Let's get the big guy in place.
The Ford year-end sales event is here.
I can guide you in.
No thanks, Santa. I got this.
Hey, it looks a little tight.
Perfect fit. Santa needs an F-150.
That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get exclusive holiday offers across a full lineup of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. Now current Ford owners get 0% financing for 72 months, plus up to $2,000 cash back on a new 2017 F-150 during the Ford year-end event, only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Improving the lives of Oklahomans is the proud heritage of Oklahoma Farm Bureau. Today, whether you live on the farm, small town, or big city, Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance is here to protect you when life happens, when you need us most. Everyone claims to be local. Only Oklahoma Farm Bureau has locations in every county across our state. Contact an agent today. We're ready to help save you money and give you real peace of mind. We're the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better.
No two businesses are alike. Each has a unique set of challenges and objectives. Cox Local Solutions understands. We are digital experts utilizing our nationwide resources, and we bring them to your business. As a full-service digital agency, we drive results for your business to get noticed by your target audience anywhere. Be found on any screen where customers are searching for you, and convert anyone into a loyal customer. Go to coxlocalsolutions.com. Digital marketing solved.
We're back at Chapman Stadium on the campus of the University of Tulsa. The final 12 minutes in this one, Union leads at 14-0 over Broken Arrow. Mike Ziegenhorn, Rod Thompson with you, and the rest of our YurView crew. Union's got a 2nd and 11 now. Thompson's going to go deep. Has Wilson, and a little bit too deep.
Yeah, a little too far. Maybe the wind helped him a little too much on that one, but good job of getting behind the defense for Wilson.
He's got to wait for Wilson to run all the way back. And he got down to the 20 and had to pick up the ball and then jog back. Big 3rd down now for Union. 3rd and 11. Last time they had to punt, it was blocked. There's Thompson again. That one incomplete. Wilson kind of cut his route off, and Thompson may have thought he was going to continue through, and it was... They were not on the same page. The Redskins will have to punt. It's the 4th punt. This will be the 5th. They punted 4 times.
The field position and Broken Arrow can capitalize.
Farquhar, nice kick high with the wind. That one's fumbled. And who's got it? Union came up with it. Wow, another Broken Arrow turnover on back-to-back plays.
Well, got a flag on the play. Another flag. Take another look.
Right through the hands of the returner, and then on top of the ball, Avery Alverson just pulls it away.
Boy. Tough breaks for Broken Arrow. I mean,
yeah, Union's pinned deep after you fumble. You hold them to a 3 and out. They punt. And you give the ball right back to them in your territory.
Personal foul against the defenders. Then we got a dead ball, unsportsmanlike, Broken Arrow. This play offsets, 1st down.
Offset and penalties.
So nothing came of that other than Both teams did something wrong.
Uh-oh. No sportsmanlike is against Union.
All right, so now 2 penalties against Union. So one of those will be enforced. That'll, okay, I guess not.
I guess he meant they were opposite.
Yeah, whatever. Still nothing happened. You throw 2 flags and nothing, no yards are marked off. They wipe each other out. I think that's where you just go, hey, each team committed a penalty, nothing happens, let's go. Right?
That's right.
So after a second fumble by Broken Arrow, Union has the ball at the 45. Darius Boone to the 30. Boy. Down to the 25. They started at the 40, so that's a 15-yard run by Boone on first down.
Strong run that time by Boone, and boy, that's just what he brings. Now you see a little hurry-up offense, but taking a look, gets blocking up front, running through defenders, making you pay.
Mark it at the 26. I'll give it credit for 14 on that last. You're going to have a hold as he gets outside. Somebody on the right side of the line. In fact, there's 2 flags that came flying in. See, I made the comment about the flags in the first half. We only had 1, and now they're
your fault.
Now they're going crazy here in this fourth quarter.
Not your view, your fault.
Your fault.
Your fault.
Yourfault.com.
It's the offense. That's a 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
Coach Fred trying to make it back to the state title game. In Union in 08. Thompson throws it out to Wilson. He gets most of the penalty yards back. Wilson, the team's leading receiver. That came into this game with 68 catches for 848 yards. CJ Moore, rather, Rod, 36 career touchdowns, which is a record at Union. Does not have one today. Nothing through the air. Both touchdowns have been on the ground from Darius Boone. Thompson again, and he is sacked. And Derek Shaw gets the sack.
And that Derek Shaw is leader defensively. Taking a look, Thompson drops back, getting good pressure by Broken Arrow. Shaw come in and make a play.
His 6th sack of the year, had 5 coming into this one. Shaw 6'1", 270. Definitely getting looked by a lot of colleges.
And call a timeout.
Things have gotten a little ragged here in the last minute and a half or 2 minutes. Union's going to have to call timeout. So it's 3rd and long. Hey, Rod, guess what's happening at 5 o'clock tonight?
Let me guess. We have another game?
We got another game,
Man,
brother.
another good game,
yeah,
right?
How about it? You don't want to miss the action. 5 o'clock tonight right here. Cox 1333, YurView.com. Jinx, Owasso Jinx. They battled each other in week 0. Owasso won that one 48-10. Bill Blankenship versus Alan Trimble. We'll have it here at 5 o'clock. And if you're at home watching this one, see those people? They're bundled up. They've got blankets. They've got coats. You better bring blankets and coats for the late game because it's going to be chilly at 5 o'clock. The sun will be down, and if you can, bring Rod some hot chocolate.
Yes.
He forgot his packets.
I'll even take you without the marshmallow.
All right.
You know.
Little Swiss Miss.
Great time of year. You get great football, basketball. I mean, unbelievable time of year.
The smaller schools have started basketball. The larger schools, most of them will get started here, what, right around Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Or just after Thanksgiving?
Yeah, Thanksgiving right after.
3rd and long. Thompson throws it for Harris over the middle, and he is hit as the ball was a little bit too high, and that'll bring up a 4th down for Union. And at this position, you might as well go for it.
Yeah, you're probably in territory where you do go for it.
Harris hammered by Marcus Selly. Guess you're going to let the play clock wind down and take a 5-yard penalty. 10:32 to go here in the 4th quarter. Union on top 14-0. Appreciate you joining us this afternoon on YurView.com or Cox 1333. And there's the penalty, so the Redskins will punt it. So again, another turnover by BA, but Union not able to capitalize, and the Tigers defense, Rod, coming up big on that series. Farquhar punts it. It's going to go into the end zone, so Broken Arrow will start at their own 20-yard line.
Interesting to see how we talked about the games and the matchups that coming up, and boy, that next game is going to be a good one also when you talk about Owasso and Jinx. So Owasso team coming in, chip on their shoulder, and playing well, and outstanding players, good young players. Eric Triplett at home watching the game, getting ready. His son Ahmad, a 9th grader. Boy, they're fired up about the Owasso Rams and what they're doing. And that community is fired up and chomping at the bit. His son only a freshman, but they are excited out of Owasso about what they want to try to do and bring in a state championship. And you can feel the excitement.
They give the ball to Cortez on 1st down. They pick up 3. Yeah, Bill Blankenship has turned that program around this year. They went 3-7 a year ago, and their only loss this season was that double overtime thriller that we did way back on September 29th. Tolbert, they try a reverse. Flag, probably going to have a face mask.
Boy, you see how Fields can come up and watch him come up and make this tackle on Tolbert. He's going to come, boom, right there. Head-on collision. Good job by Tolbert keeping his feet moving. Tolbert only a sophomore also, so a lot of young talent for Broken Arrow.
Fields gets called for the face mask. Well, yeah, boy, I think they missed that one, Rod. All he had his arm. I think the official sees the running back's head go down, so you immediately think face mask, but his hand was not on his face mask. That's why he was shaking his head out there. Either way, it's a 1st down for Broken Arrow. Cortez, stutter step, gets outside.
Nice tackle.
JT McLeod.
That's the part so far. Union has done a very good job containing the run. That's been the difference in this game so far. When you talk about Cortez, over 1,500 yards coming into this game, they've done a tremendous job up front, and that was one of the keys, containing the run. They've done it so far, thus they have this lead.
18 carries, 47 yards. Roddy averages 6 or 8 yards a carry on the season. They've held him to 2.6. Wright scrambles out, looking for someone to throw to. Lobs it to Kaiser, who makes the catch. And depending on where they spot him, he's going to have a 1st down with that spot. Good job by Wright to get out of the backfield and find a receiver.
Take another look, gets flushed out again. And will have patience. And lobs it up there. Kaiser able to come down with it.
Clock running. BA still plenty of time. 8.5 minutes to go in this football game. Cortez, nothing.
Boy, up front, Union, they've done the job. Isaiah McGuire that time, 6'2", 230, a big fella. Getting a push and containing Cortez was definitely the game plan, and again, been able to do it.
Second and 10. Right, throws it to Kaiser. A little tunnel screen, has some blocking. Maybe got 3 or 4 yards out of that. That'll bring up a third and long, and definitely, I mean, it's 4 down territory. It's got to be. Not enough time left to worry about punting here with the field position.
Yeah, and the way Boone is running the football, you're gonna have to go for it if it gets to 4th down.
Blitz, right, tripped up a little bit, throws it toward a receiver, and K. Brown comes off the edge and nearly got a sack. That brings up 4th and 6 now for Broken Arrow. Play of the game for the Tigers. Didn't make it on their last time they had a 4th and short. It was 4th and 2. Union stopped them. Here comes Union again on the blitz. Right, under pressure. Picked off. Going back the other direction with it, Landon Wood. He's gonna score. No flags, touchdown Union. 3rd turnover of the day for BA, and they finally capitalize on one.
And how about Landon Wood? Done a tremendous job of reading the eyes of the quarterback. Great anticipation, stayed patient and stayed in his place. Take another look right here, gonna get pressure, and Wood is gonna stay in his place. He's not gonna come and try to tackle, and step right in right there and make the play. Couple of moves later, cut back, now turn on the wheels, outrun the lineman. And again, good pressure by this Union defense. Right, nowhere to go. Wood stepping in, watch the cut back, now turn on the wheels. Landon Wood getting in the end zone and trying to put a cap on this game. Well, they have the lead 21-0.
Rauschenberg with the PAT, 60 yards on the INT. Union up by 3 scores. Game time on YurView.
The Ford year-end sales event is here.
We're gonna find a spot.
We'll find a spot.
Really good. Yeah, they're behind me. Here I am.
Did the Fusion just do that?
Fusion just stopped on its own.
Whoa.
That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get exclusive holiday offers across a full lineup of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. Now current Ford owners get 0% financing for 72 months plus up to $2,000 cash back on a new 2017 Fusion during the Ford year-end event. Only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Welcome back to Chapman Stadium. Union has just now taken a 21-0 lead. Landon Wood, the pick 6 from 60. And once again, Rod, BA was driving. I mean, this second half, they've had the ability to get down the field. They got in Union territory a couple of times. In fact, 3 times here in the second half. They got down to the 20. They fumbled. They got stopped on a 4th and 2. And now on this drive, a pick 6. And that one's in the end zone, and that's BA will take over at their own 20. And they're not, you know, their offense is based primarily on the run. They're down 3 scores with 7 minutes to go. It's going to be tough for them to come back because their passing game just to be honest, not effective as the rushing game.
No, definitely not as effective in the rushing game, and you're going against the wind. And the pressure that up front Union has been able to put on Wright has been the difference in the game.
Well, they blitzed him on those on that third and that fourth down, and then there on that fourth down play, he just felt the heat coming. A little mix up in the backfield. Wright's going to take it himself, and he goes down.
Boy, nowhere to go that time. The pressure.
He spun, and I think he wanted to hand the ball off to Cortez, and they kind of spun right into each other. Right to throw, hits receiver. Looks like it's Cade Nagy. Maybe a 3-yard gain on second down. That'll bring up a 3rd and 7. Quick out pattern, but defensively, Union right there. Dalen Figures, who's got a fumble recovery and a couple other big tackles on the afternoon for the Redskin D. Third and 7 from Broken Arrow. Right again, blitz off the edge. In trouble again, scrambling, just throws it toward nobody. And that's got to be an intentional grounding, but nope, I guess they said number 5. Trevin Client was in the area, so it's going to be a 4th down for BA.
You have to love the pressure up front. I mean, I think coaches know, but sometimes fans don't realize when you got a good offensive line, a good defensive line, you're able to make plays. And boy, Union been able to do it.
Fair catch by Wood right at midfield. And that's where Union takes over. Just 1 second under 6 minutes to go in this one. And if it holds up, Union will advance to the state title game. We'll be able to go home and watch us tonight at 5 to figure out who we're going to play.
I'm sure they will be watching.
First down, handoff to Boone. And he gets stopped immediately. Officials blow their whistle and stop the clock. So they had a lineman that lost his helmet, so they had to get a quick replacement out there. Zoe Shannon comes running in. It's going to burn as much play clock as possible. It's just down to 10 seconds right now. Second down, Boone again. Gets away from Shaw. A couple other defenders. And
that's what he can do. He can really make you miss, Zig. Change direction so strong, can run through tacklers. Good heads up play of staying in bounds. He was headed towards the sideline and spun back and kept the clock running.
Again, the play clock just down to 10. Thompson hands off to Wilson. And he is tackled for a loss of yards, but he does stay in bounds, so that means the clock will continue to run. I thought he was going to try and cut it up, maybe go out of bounds, Rod, but
you see him just kind of lays down right there to that clock running.
Like Marcuselli in on the tackle again for Broken Arrow. Cade Farquhar is back to punt for Union. Gets it off under a rush and gets a nice bounce. Rolls dead at about the 7-yard line. 4 minutes to go in this football game. Hey, we were talking about who gets to watch what at 5 o'clock. You know, Union fans and their players will be hanging out to see who wins the nightcap of the doubleheader here today. Check it out on 1333 or YurView.com. Jinx Owasso, a rematch of Week 0. Saw the Rams win at 48-10. Bill Blankenship and Alan Trimble will reunite and face head-to-head one more time. That's tonight at 5 o'clock right here on Cox 1333 and YurView.com. First down, give to Cortez. He gains 2 or 3.
And that matchup should be interesting to say the least, and that's what we always talk about, Zig. See who gets better towards the end of the year. Definitely in that first matchup, Owasso, head and shoulders, very talented team. We've been fortunate enough to do this a long time. It's the most talented Owasso team I've seen since I've been doing it. I mean, and when you talk about talent level that they have and how they're playing, and I think the biggest thing that you look at, and I said this in that first matchup, that community as a whole, you could tell they are thirsty for good football and thirsty for a state championship. And I thought Coach Alexander, I think he said it best, you know, everybody is fighting, trying to crack that Jinx Union code to break that streak, not just on the other side of the state, the west side of the state, but also on this side of the state. Those guys are the upper echelon, and so everybody is trying to fight. And this Owasso team, they feel that they will be able to do it, and they'll get a tough test against Jinx. Jinx always improves. You know, Coach Trimble, you don't know if this is his last game and how his guys will play for him. So great storylines, great players, outstanding teams trying to get to the championship, and look like whoever wins that game will have to face Union.
Wright throws it deep, and another flag comes flying in the secondary. And it's going to be a penalty against Union. So back-to-back penalties against the Redskins. They had a face mask on the previous play, and see what this one is.
That's a 10-yard penalty, first down.
A 10-yard holding penalty against Union. We're sending Rod down to the field to wrap this one up, and he'll be down there to get all our post-game interviews. Cortez carries forward for, looks like about 10 yards, a little bit more, 11 on first down. So pending the speed of the elevator. Hopefully he won't get stuck like what happened to our buddy Steve Marshall a couple of years ago over at Deer Creek. We will hear from Rod in a minute or two. First down, Cortez again. That last run, I believe, was his longest carry of the day, 11 yards. Am I right? He ran for 20 earlier? Second longest carry, all right. That one goes for 5, so it'll be a 2nd and 5 for Broken Arrow. Trailing 21-0, 2 Darius Boone 37 and 38-yard touchdown runs, and then a 60-yard pick six from Landon Wood. There's a deep pass, complete downfield. Caden Agee comes up with it. Again, a hitch and go. Watch the pump fake by Lafayette Wright. Here you go, and Agee just enough behind the defense to come up with the grab. Nice catch. Down to the 22. Clock continues to move with under 2 minutes left in this football game. Cortez fumbles, falls on it. And that'll bring up second down as they lost 2 on that last play. Union has won 13 in a row in this series. BA's last win came in 2008. Right again. Under pressure. Sack way back at the 43-yard line. 18-yard loss from the 25 to the 43. There you see Union bringing a little bit of pressure that time, and then Wright just had nobody to throw to. Couldn't get away from Nathaniel Raper, and he's hauled down. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 28. They fumbled on 1st down and then sack on 2nd down. Final 30 seconds of this one. Right again. Hit again. Incomplete. Intended for Cortez. One more look at it again. Union just bringing some pressure. And low pass to Cortez, not able to hang on. BA, one last chance on this 4th down. Union was offsides as Raper got a little anxious.
Coachman, that's the defense. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
So Union with the shutout. It'll be their 3rd. If they hold on and don't let BA score, it'll be their 3rd shutout of the year. I think Rod has made it down to the sidelines. They're getting him hooked up.
Yes, I am.
There
down
he
here on
is.
the sideline.
Right, can't handle the bad snap, a high snap, and it's kind of the way the game has gone for Broken Arrow, Rod.
Well, it definitely has. I just think the difference is when you talk about the pressure up front that, Union has been able to put on the quarterback. It's made a big difference in this game defensively, what they've been able to do with Cortez, that running back for a Broken Arrow. Difference in the game. Union defense definitely coming up big, and they'll run the clock out here and get ready to go to another state championship.
19 seconds left on the clock, so the Redskins will more than likely take a knee. That'll be it. One final snap to go in this one. That's it. They spot the ball, and Union has won semifinal game number 1 in Class 6A1. The Redskins advance to the state championship game. And for David Alexander and Broken Arrow, their season ends at 7-5. Their 6-game winning streak is over after a 1-4 start. Union now 18 straight wins. And 36, Rod, of the last 37 against BA.
Yeah, very impressive win again by this Union team coming in. I think the game plan and the adjustments being made was definitely huge with this Union team. Again, I think the defense really stepped up, and what they were able to do defensively against a high-powered running offense of Broken Arrow definitely made the difference in the game. And, kudos to this Union team again, getting it done, getting to the state championship matchup. Broken Arrow, they're right there. I mean, definitely the top, the top 4 in the state right there, but just not able to climb that mountain and get over that hump yet. So be interesting to see in the years to come. They have a lot of great young talent, outstanding staff, but today, Union getting it done, advancing to the state championship game.
Union's domination over Broken Arrow continues, 14 in a row. We'll be back. Post-game interviews on the way. It's the Ford Game of the Week.
Let's get the big guy in place.
The Ford year-end sales event is here.
I can guide you in.
No thanks, Santa. I got this.
Hey, it looks a little tight.
Perfect fit. Santa needs an F-150.
That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get exclusive holiday offers across a full lineup of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. Now, current Ford owners get 0% financing for 72 months, plus up to $2,000 cash back on a new 2017 F-150 during the Ford year-end event, only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Improving the lives of Oklahomans is the proud heritage of Oklahoma Farm Bureau. Today, whether you live on the farm, small town, or big city, Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance is here to protect you when life happens, when you need us most. Everyone claims to be local. Only Oklahoma Farm Bureau has locations in every county across our state. Contact an agent today. We're ready to help save you money and give you real peace of mind. We're the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better.
No two businesses are alike. Each has a unique set of challenges and objectives. Cox Local Solutions understands. We are digital experts utilizing our nationwide resources, and we bring them to your business. As a full-service digital agency, we drive results for your business to get noticed by your target audience anywhere. Be found on any screen where customers are searching for you, and convert anyone into a loyal customer. Go to coxlocalsolutions.com. Digital marketing solved.
The Ford High School Game of the Week is brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers, the best in Oklahoma. Mid-First Bank, true to your money. The Oklahoma Farm Bureau, the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better. Mill Creek Carpet and Tile. Mazzios. And by Weoki Credit Union.
We're back at Chapman Stadium, the campus of the University of Tulsa. There you're looking at the Union Redskins. They have just celebrated, and now a quick prayer with their head coach Kirk Frederick after a 21-0 semifinal victory over the Broken Arrow Tigers. 14 straight wins for Union over Broken Arrow in this series. How about the Mazzios MVP? It was the two tailbacks we highlighted in the pregame. Noah Cortez ended up 24 rushes, 69 yards on the afternoon for Broken Arrow. And then for Union, Darius Boone, 23 rushes, 155 yards. He had 2 touchdowns, a 37-yarder and a 38-yarder. That gave Union a pretty much insurmountable 14-0 lead as their defense just dominated BA this afternoon. They were helped by 3 Broken Arrow turnovers. One of them was a pick 6 that resulted in a 21-0 lead. Landon Wood picked it off, went 60 yards the other way. And that put Union up 21-0 with about 5 minutes to go in this football game. Let's go down sideline with Rod Thompson.
Thanks a lot, Zig. Coach, you get it done again. You play another opponent you played early in the season. You guys get the win 21-0. Just what's your assessments of this game?
Well, it's really hard to beat a team twice. There's without a doubt Broken Arrow had a great game plan. They did an excellent job, and you know, in the end we were able to force some turnovers and got the scores that we needed. I'm really proud of our guys. They came through in several different situations.
Defensively, we knew one of the plans was to stop Cortez. I mean, defensively, I thought you guys were outstanding today. You have to feel good about the way your team played.
Really proud. We challenged our guys all week long, you know, especially at defensive front. They played so well. I don't know how many times we pressured the quarterback, got sacked, stopped the run. Those guys did an outstanding job. And then the secondary, you know, they've got some quality guys, and we defended those deep plays, and again, gave us the recipe, I guess, to pull out a win.
Somebody told me you were going to play golf at 5 o'clock to celebrate the win. I mean, where do you think you'll be at 5?
Hey, golf sounds great, but it's a little windy for me today.
He'll be watching that Jinx Owasso matchup. Outstanding job, Coach. Congratulations on going to another state championship game.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
All right, Kirk Frederick's right there. Right up to you, Dick.
All right, thanks a lot, Rod. Of course, we talked about the Mazio's MVP. It's brought to you by Mazio's. Text MVP to 664-444 and receive a coupon for a large one-topping pizza for just $5. Appreciate the folks at Mazio's for being a sponsor of our high school football on YurView all season long. That's a great deal. I texted a few weeks ago, got my $5 one-topping pizza. Probably need to cut back just a little bit, right, Andy? All right, let's go back. Oh, we're gonna take a break and we're gonna come back. Hopefully we'll have Darius Boone and Rod right here. It's the Ford Game of the Week.
Can you fit in there?
I got this.
So that's the new man, huh?
Yep.
Well, it's getting a little close to my ride.
Wow, that's how you make a first impression. They're gonna love you.
That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get exclusive holiday offers across a full lineup of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. Now current Ford owners get 0 for 72 plus up to $2,000 cash back on Explorer, Edge, and Escape during the Ford year-end event. Only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Union wins at 21-0 over Broken Arrow in the first of a semifinal doubleheader here at Chapman Stadium, campus of the University of Tulsa. So the Redskins have advanced on to the state championship game. Did it on the wheels of Darius Boone, who had a nice afternoon. He had 155 yards rushing for Boone. Overall, Union 148. You got to throw sacks in there, so that's why there's a difference in the yards. Union only threw for 94. 242 total yards for the Redskins. Broken Arrow just 47 rushing yards. Noah Cortez came in averaging 8 yards a carry. And Union's defense held him in check today. BA, unusual for them, passing for more yards than they rushed in a football game this season. First downs pretty much equal. BA did turn it over 4 times, and one of those ended up in a pick 6 from Landon Wood to give Union an insurmountable 21-0 lead at that point. Darius Boone, 23 carries, 155 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the day for Union as they have won their 14th straight in this series. Rod Thompson's with Darius Boone.
Well, Darius, outstanding game. I mean, you really picked up the slack. Talk about your play today in this matchup.
Just giving glory to God. Honestly, it wasn't really me, it was my line. When they do their job, I can do mine.
You have gotten stronger as the year goes on. You have your teammate Kevion go out, and you've been able to step up. Talk about playing Broken Arrow a second time, and you guys coming away with the victory again.
We wanted that. We really did. I mean, we improved, they improved. They're a really good team, but we have to put them away.
Well, you did an outstanding job, and hey, I know you're ready for this championship game coming up. Are you going to be watching that game at 5 o'clock?
Oh, of course. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's going to be a good one.
All right. Outstanding job, and keep up the good work and good luck on the championship.
Thank you.
Joined here now by also C.J. Moore. And C.J., tough game. You were able to get it done. Talk about being able to go to the state championship.
Going to the state championship is always the best thing in high school football, anywhere, honestly. Our motto this year is I got your back, and when offense couldn't get a score, defense would hold them so we could score. And it's just an amazing feeling to know that my brothers have my back.
All right, well, hey, congratulations and good luck in the state championship game.
Thank you.
All right, back up to you, Zig.
Thanks a lot, Rod. Appreciate it. We're going to take our final break. Come back, preview tonight's 5 o'clock game, and wrap this one up. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week on YurView.
The Ford year-end sales event is here.
We're gonna find a spot.
We'll find a spot.
Really good. Yeah, you see it? They're behind me. Here I am.
Did the Fusion just do that?
Fusion just stopped on its own.
Well,
That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get exclusive holiday offers across a full lineup of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. Now current Ford owners get 0% financing for 72 months plus up to $2,000 cash back on a new 2017 Fusion during the Ford year-end event. Only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Because practice pays off. Because it's better to give than to receive. Because there's no place like home. MidFirst Bank will always be true to your money, with innovative services that let you focus on what's most important. MidFirst Bank, true to your money.
One semifinal game in the books as Union beats Broken Arrow 21-0. Rod Thompson, we've got a dandy, another one coming up at 5 o'clock tonight, Jinx and Owasso.
And it should be a very good matchup when you talk about the 5 o'clock game, when you talk about Jinx and Owasso, two teams again that played earlier. We were part of that game, Zig. I mean, outstanding teams and both getting ready to face a very good Union team. I think it's, evident. We talked about the top 4 teams in the state. They're all in the semifinals. Union getting this win, but when you talk about Jinx Owasso, so many storylines. This Owasso team, very good, very talented. Some feel the most talented in the state. They took Union down to the wire overtime game, and then on the other side, Jinx, that team starts 0-4, comes back, wins district. Coach Trimble has him playing well. Many wonder if this is his last game that he'll have. So this Jinx team will definitely be playing inspired football. They've been here before. They have a lot of tradition. New for Owasso, but very talented. Great storylines. It should be an outstanding game at 5 o'clock. And again, winner goes on to face a Union in that championship game. I'm excited about it. What a great day for football.
All right, thanks a lot, Rod. We'll look forward to seeing you. Get warm. Go get you some hot chocolate. Don't forget, 5 o'clock tonight. Game of the week. It's the Ford game of the week. A doubleheader today. Owasso Jinx. You can check it out on Cox 1333, YurView.com. Owasso won in week 0, 48-10. Jinx will try and turn the table on the Rams tonight. 5 o'clock, it's the Ford game of the week. For Rod Thompson, Mike Davis, and the rest of our Game Time YurView crew, thanks a lot for joining us. Union wins it 21-0. We'll see you tonight at 5.